Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new or coming across my face for the very first time, my name is Faith Ojone, and this is your go-to channel for anything information, lifestyle, or storytelling. If these are the kind of contents that interest you, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. In today's video, I'll be talking about the qualifying period for ILR in less than 10 years, and also the new point-based system for indefinite leave to remain that the government has recently proposed in the immigration whitelist. So I'm going to be explaining everything you need to know, okay? So you don't have to panic, okay? Even though we know that the UK is planning to extend ILR to 10 years, but in the immigration white paper they said some people are exempt, and they're going to be calculating the ILR through a points-based system. So I'll be explaining the point-based system and what the UK will consider and grant a faster settlement route to certain individuals. Without saying so much, let's get straight into it. Life is made up of moments, big and small, ordinary and extraordinary. And at Core Photography, we make sure those moments last a lifetime. Whether it's a gorgeous portrait of yourself to celebrate your birthday, corporate shoots for your employees, a heartwarming family photo shoot, pre-wedding shoot, maternity, or an epic celebration, we don't just take pictures, we capture memories that tells your story. A fun, relaxed photo shoot where you shine your brightest and we do magic behind the lens. Our expert eyes for details and creativity means you get high quality images you'll treasure forever. So what are you waiting for? Book your session today and let's create something unforgettable. To learn more, visit our website www.corephotography.co.uk. You can also follow us on our social media handle Instagram at Core Photography with a double Y, and on Facebook at Core Photography. You can send an email at corephotography2024@gmail.com. Core Photography, where every shoot tells a story. So the UK government recently announced plan to extend the time migrants must live in the UK before they can apply for permanent residency, which is called the Indefinite Leave to Remain here in the UK. Under these new rules, most migrants will need to have lived in the UK for 10 years before becoming eligible. That doubles the current requirement for 5 years. Originally, it wasn't clear whether the new rule would apply only to new applicants or also to the 1.5 million migrants who have already arrived in the UK since 2020. However, the BBC reports that an official document expected in the coming weeks will confirm that the 10 years rules will also apply to people already living and working in the UK. I mean, when I saw this in the BBC News, I'm like, okay, that's not funny. This is not nice. The changes are not final yet. It will go through a public consultation, which means members of the public and experts can give feedback before the rule is officially implemented. Why is the government doing this really? I mean, a government source told BBC that the Home Secretary has been concerned that 5 years route currently in place would lead to a large rise in settlement and citizenship applications over the next few years. This increase in link to sharp growth in immigration that began early 2020. As a result, the government wants to tighten the rules so that settlement is no longer automatic after 5 years, but something that is earned through a long-term contribution to the UK's economy. So why most migrants now need to stay for 10 years? There will still be a 5-year route for family members dependent of British citizens, faster settlement option for people who can prove they have made strong contributions to the UK's economy or society. This change is one part of a large immigration reform package aimed at reducing legal net migration. The number of people entering the UK minus those leaving hit a record high of 906,000 people in June 2023. By the end of the year, it had dropped slightly to 728,000, but the government says that more needs to be done. So in recent speech, the Prime Minister said settlement should be a privilege that is earned, not an automatic right. He said people who work, pay tax and contribute to rebuilding the UK should find it easier to settle. Some Labour MPs have raised serious concerns concerns about how this will affect people already living in the UK. If you have any concern or any worry, you can reach out to your local MP to get clarity on what's happening in the UK. I think they have like an email, or you go on Google and do Find My MP. You can look for your local MP and reach out to them, send them an email and ask questions. Here's what the migration observers are saying, that if the UK moves to a 10-year settlement model, it will be stricter than most wealthy countries, though similar to Switzerland and Japan. The change may not stop people from migrating to the UK, but it will increase visa revenue for the government, as migrants on temporary visa must continue to renew and pay fees. Migrants will also have to wait longer for full rights like access to public funds, applying for citizenship, or living in the UK without visa restrictions. Criticism from Advocacy Group, which is the legal director at the Joint Council for the Welfare of Immigrants, called the move a cruel betrayal. He said it will bring more stress and financial hardship to migrants who have already made UK their home, and that is correct. Like, they have no idea how very unsettling it is to live in the UK while you are still restricted on a visa. Nobody wants that. Who wants to do that for 10 years? I'm going to be explaining the UK point-based system, okay? So the UK will now be using the point-based system, not just for work visa only, but for people who wants to apply for indefinite leave to remain or citizenship in the UK. So what does this mean for you if you're already living in the UK? You won't just qualify by living in the UK for a certain number of years anymore. You will now have to earn points by doing things like working, being involved in the community, and speaking good English. I hope my English is good enough. These points will help prove your value to the UK and can help you get ILR or citizenship faster. Number one is what the UK is now called is end settlement. So the UK wants people to earn their rights to stay permanently, not just wait for 5 years and apply. But the thing is, like, you're not just waiting for 5 years to apply. For you to qualify for indefinite leave to remain, you have to be working under the skilled worker visa or health and care worker visa for 5 years. You need to have a job for this 5 years. You need to be on COS for this 5 years. So it's not like migrants are just leaving, doing nothing, 5 years, then they qualify for ILR. There are so many proof things you need to submit to show that you've been working, earning, paying your tax. So they're making it sound as if, you know, you just live here 5 years regardless of whichever visa you are, and then you apply for ILR. But it's not like that. So most people will need to now live in the UK for 10 years before they can apply for ILR. This is called qualifying period. If you've made a strong contribution to the UK's economy, growth, and society, you might be allowed to apply earlier by collecting enough points. How is the new point system going to work for ILR and citizenship? The new system is being created to look more than just your job or visa. You can earn points in different ways, such as working in important jobs like healthcare, teaching, social care, or having special skills or talent like being an inventor, a researcher, helping in your communities like volunteering or charity work, and speaking good English and taking part in the British life. For example, if you work in jobs that are in high demand in the UK, you might get ILR sooner. If you've spent time giving back to your community, that will count too. The life in the UK test is changing. The current test will be to better check if you understand British life and values. According to BBC News, according to their source, that they're going to publish the decision, the final decision, in the coming weeks. We don't know when or how. But one thing is, like, I really trust BBC News source, because even before the white paper was published, they released list of things that were going to be on the white paper. So everything they mentioned was listed on the white paper. So if BBC News are coming to say that, okay, according to their source, this will affect even those already in the UK, I believe it. I don't doubt it for a minute, because like, for them to confidently release, you know, that means their source must be really strong. They can't just come and publish something that, oh, the ILR is affecting even those living in the UK, just like that. You should know BBC News is a big news station, and they want to fact check things before they publish it. So I mean, let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of this video. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.